All right. So this is Apostle Dedrick and
Janelle.
Apostle Janelle, and we have Sebastian here with us today. So we wanted to come on and just talk a little bit about our summit that's coming up in September,
Mhm.
and the date is September.
The 26th through the 27th.
Yeah. And Sebastian, he is an expert trader and investor, so he's going to be one of our guest speakers. If we can, we wanted to start out, Sebastian, if you can just kind of share a little bit about how you came into what you do now, and just give us a brief background.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it'd be great to. And first and foremost, I'm very excited to be there on September. It's going to be a very powerful summit that we're going to do because it's all about bringing the power back to the people of the church. Because at the end of the day, there's so much spiritual purpose that we have that we're not always able to achieve because we don't have the material infrastructure to achieve that. And a lot of that comes down to finance. And that's exactly what got me into this world of investing in finance was seeing my parents. I'm an immigrant, seeing my parents come to this country trying to leave the poverty of theirs to find opportunity here and seeing the same poverty just at a different level. And that's what I
Mm.
feel that a lot of people have found living in this country is just 12-hour shifts back to back every day and just to survive. I mean, not even to keep any of it for yourself, you know? So we often shed blood, sweat, and tears for the dreams of other men and other corporations, but are left with very little for ourselves. And that's part of the reason why I dedicated my life to wanting to learn and perfect finding the opportunities in the system and learning how to leverage them for my own and the success of my family. And I'm at the point today where I've achieved so much that I'm able to share that same knowledge with other people. And that is why I'm here today.
Awesome, awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I can actually attest to that. Sebastian is a mentor of mine
Mhm.
in trading and stocks. So he's been doing an awesome job in that. So we appreciate you as
Of
much as you
course.
offering and giving advice and help. So
Yeah.
what question? The next question we next?
Well, the next question we have is, how do you believe that investing and trading can serve a higher purpose in the context of the marketplace and with
Right.
ministry?
Right. Well, I have a very big focus on faith and how investing, I almost view it to be spiritual in a very big sense, in the sense that when you have your finances in check, you're able to actually flourish as a person and in purpose, which, again, if you have a purpose given to you by God, to follow your purpose is to follow in God as well. And a lot of
Mhm.
us have this spiritual almost illness because of the trap, the 9 to 5 trap that we're stuck in. So we aren't able to follow that purpose and therefore not to the fullest extent able to follow God, right?
Mm.
Now, more so than that, when you are in that box, that 9 to 5 cage that doesn't allow you to walk the way that you want to walk, it limits your space to grow as a person and to be the fullest, the most fulfilled version of yourself that, again, God intended you to be,
Mhm.
and you aren't able to do that. So, to me, I think there's a very big significance of perfecting the art of finance, as that kind of is that fountain that helps us flourish in every other regard. Because with money, it gives us time to do other things, even if it's just to be the best father of a family that you can possibly be, or the best husband that you can be. All of those
Yeah.
things are purposes that are very important and almost robbed from us in the system that we're in. So I would answer to you with that.
Okay. All
Wow,
right. That is
that's good.
good. I
That's
like
good.
the aspect of the spiritual, being spiritually sick.
Mhm.
Um, Having that kind of poverty mindset
Right.
in the context of being in the marketplace and in ministry and not really living to your full potential with your finances, because
Right. I love that
God,
you said that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
God gave us the ability to create wealth, and a
Right.
lot of us don't utilize that.
Right.
So yeah,
Exactly
that
right.
is very good. Okay,
Yeah.
next question.
So the next question, Sebastian, would be what advice would you offer to newcomers looking to enter into the trading market, especially those that want to align their financial goals with a God-given vision?
Right, right. Well, I would say stay in the world of the faith if you're going to look for things of finance, because unfortunately, we live in a very predatory world, especially in the industry of finance. It's very predatory. And that's what my purpose has been is to fix that and to allow people specifically of the kingdom to have a safe avenue to learn about these things. Because unfortunately, in the world of finance, there are plenty of people that are happy to charge thousands of dollars for even basic level information because
Mhm.
they're almost like false prophets in that sense where they want to preach of money but they want you to pay them first, which to me doesn't make any sense if they're promising promising that they're going to help you see results, right?
Mhm.
So I would say to a newcomer that has an interest is make sure that you go to someone that you trust. For example, I mean, my priority with all my students and clients has been I want to teach you first before you ever have to pay because I'm confident in what I'm providing to people in the sense of the knowledge. And I'm not going to gatekeep it behind thousands of dollars. I want to give this back to the people in a way that they can access so that again, we don't have to be trapped in these poverty mindsets. The only reason we're even in this place is because of generational curses and the fact that our families in the past were never in the conversation of wealth. So I want to put us into that conversation.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
That's really
That's
good.
really good. Wow.
That's
Okay.
really good.
That's what the Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge,
The
right?
lack of knowledge.
Mhm.
Right.
So
Amen.
you give us more information that we can build with. So that's good. Wow. Okay. Next question.
Okay, so in your experience, what are the common misconceptions people have about trading and how can they shift their mindset? What advice would you give them to shift their mindsets for success?
Right. Another great question. Well, I would actually take it a step further. What's a misconception people have regarding everything that's entrepreneurial in spirit? And it is
Ooh.
that it's risky, right? Investing is just on the other half of entrepreneurship. There's starting a business and then there's investing. Those are the only two things that define an entrepreneur.
Mm.
Now, the biggest misconception is that it's risky, right? And the reason why it's a misconception is not because it isn't, but because everything is risky. So my
Oh.
parents, being an immigrant family that came here, they obsessed over the concept of consistency, and they ended up working the same job for 20 years without ever investing in properties or real estate or stocks, nothing
Mm.
because it was safe, or at least they thought so. In 2023, they both lost their jobs at the same time and had nothing to show for it, right?
Mm.
So, part of the reason why I do what I do is also to help people learn that a risk is not something to run away from, it's something to conquer, to manage, and to perfect, leverage, and use for your own advantages. So, whenever you hear the word risk in the market, I want you to know that it doesn't mean that you're going to lose, it means that you have to control it. So, for example, in my case, I do what's called risk management in the stock market to guarantee that even with losses over the span of 10 trades, I'm still going to be profiting significantly. It's like they say, I plan to maybe lose a battle or two, but the war is always something that I have planned to win. And
Mm.
I'm definitely going to be speaking more on that at the summit because there are ways to guarantee success in investments.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay.
All right. So the last question we have for you, could you elaborate on the importance of ethical investing, and how traders can consciously incorporate their faith in investing into their investment strategies?
Right. I read that question earlier and I really pondered that because it's a tricky question. How can you use faith to improve your investments? Now, people in the world or in the mountain of the marketplace will often talk about how it's almost like a completely logical thing. It's almost apart from faith, right? But truth
Mm.
be told, there actually are a lot of ways to do so and to actually use the advantage that you have in faith coming from the world of the church to improve as a trader and have an edge over others. And the way
Mhm.
that I really pondered this and I realized that the people of the church actually do have a significant advantage because what is our faith if not a style of discipline that teaches
Mm.
us control, that teaches us almost a philosophy of hardship and struggle and the overcoming of that. So
Mhm.
I always say the difficult thing to do as an investor or trader is not profiting. Profiting is actually extremely easy. Most of my students, even within the first couple of weeks, are able to actually see results. The hard thing is having the discipline to stay steady and consistent and keep it. Because greed
Mhm.
takes over, you put all of your account into one trade, it completely busts, and then you're out, right? That's what
Mhm.
happens to people that are greedy. But the people of the kingdom are trained through the faith to never let that happen to them in any marketplace. So that in and of itself becomes a huge advantage. And most of my particularly religious students are able to do much better than some of my non-religious ones because of that.
Mm.
Wow, that's really good.
That's
Okay.
really good.
Awesome. Well, like I said, we're super excited to have you. We know that you're gonna just come without, they've already seen that, obviously a wealth of information
Mhm.
and knowledge. So you want to just kind of elaborate just a little bit as to what they can expect for this summit?
Yeah,
A
I'm more
little
than
bit
happy
now.
to share.
Don't give it
Don't
all
give
away.
it
Give
all
a
away.
little
Just
snippet.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you guys. Yeah,
They
I
gotta
won't give
leave.
out too much. Well, like I said, it's the ways, it's the industry secrets that people don't often talk about, especially in the world of trading, that really guarantee success. You search up trading or investing on YouTube, and maybe you'll hear about what companies are good or this and that, but none of that actually matters. It's a question of having a strict structure on that risk that I mentioned before. And that completely nullifies the game. I mean, it doesn't really become a gamble or even something to cross your fingers for at some point. These are the industry secrets that keep investors and the rich rich. And also, by proxy, the poor that are never in these conversations, it keeps them poor as well. Like Rich Dad Poor Dad talk about, I'm also going to be speaking a lot of mindset, the importance of being in the conversations of wealth. So I want to put everyone at that summit that you're going to throw into that conversation, what the rich are whispering about to each other that keeps them so rich, the secrets that are actually ensuring that they keep the money while so many people are losing. And that's what I want to bring to everyone.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to have you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today just to kind of share with us so everyone will know what to expect. And again, so information will be on the slide after this video. And so again, we're looking forward to it. We'll talk to you soon, Sebastian.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you guys
All
so
right.
much.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.